Do you ever feel like you're constantly on autopilot, reacting impulsively to everything life throws your way? Imagine a world where you're in control, responding thoughtfully instead of just reacting. This video isn't just about changing your action. It's about fundamentally rewriting the story of who you are and how you engage in the world. Hi, my friend. I'm Kimberly. And if you're anything like me, you've been through some tough stuff. Life has handed you pain, maybe even trauma, and somewhere along the line, you learn to react, to survive. But surviving and thriving, well, those are two very different things. Today, I want to walk you through 5 powerful mindset shifts that help me go from reacting out of fear to responding from a place of emotional resilience, self awareness, and peace. So grab a journal, get comfy, and let's dive into this personal growth journey together. Have you ever looked back on a situation and thought to yourself, why did I react like that? That's not even who I want to be. This is where the journey begins. Self-awareness. Awareness is the flashlight that shines on the patterns we've been unconsciously playing for years. Most of us are carrying around beliefs and narratives that we picked up somewhere along the way in childhood. Things like, I'm not enough, or people will always leave, or I have to do everything perfect to be loved. These beliefs create emotional triggers for us. And when something taps them, we react automatically. Reacting is instinctive and based on old programming. Responding is intentional and based on your awareness. So let me give you an example. Some people, when they're criticized, may shut down or get defensive. They may feel attacked. They need to ask themselves, why does this hurt so much? It may bring them back to a childhood memory where they were made to feel small, unheard, and wrong for even having needs. Awareness of this may help them age, but they reactively and begin to heal. Awareness also means learning to observe your body. Your heart rate increases, your jaw tightens, you start feeling heat in your chest. Your body is a true messenger, and it often knows you're triggered before your mind even catches up. So just start noticing the next time you feel yourself getting triggered, just take a second, pause, ask yourself, what story am I telling myself right now? That moment of pause is where your transformation begins. That's how you begin to develop emotional intelligence. From that space, you can start to rewrite your story one conscious moment at a time. Before I go any further, if you like the topics and the content that I share here with you, please like and subscribe my channel. We are building a community of support and growth for many people who may need it today. Your triggers are clues, not a curse. What if I told you that your biggest emotional triggers are actually the roadmap to your healing? Triggers aren't just annoyances, they're messages. They reveal where your pain is stored and where your story needs to be rewritten. This is where the inner healing journey begins. Every trigger is an invitation to go deeper, to discover something you might have buried a very long time ago. Let's say someone ignores your text and you feel immediate panic or anger about it. Instead of blaming them, you can get curious. Why did that moment hit you so hard? What is the core belief beneath the emotion that you're feeling? This process isn't about blame. It's about understanding yourself. Maybe you grew up in an environment where emotional neglect was normal. So now when someone doesn't respond, it reactivates a deep-seated fear of being forgotten, or even worse, feeling unimportant. Triggers can also show up in relationships, work, or social settings. Some people may feel jealous when someone else succeeds. That jealousy might be pointing you toward your own unfulfilled dreams. Learning to decode your triggers is a lifelong skill. It requires honesty, vulnerability, and yes, some patience. But the reward is massive. The more you explore these emotional hotspots, the less power they have over you. You move from being reactive to becoming responsive. That's a real mindset shift here. Your triggers are not a sign that you're broken. They're a sign that you're ready to heal. When you shift your mindset to view them as clues, you're opening the door to profound growth. This is how you build emotional resilience and reclaim your peace. Why not rewrite your story literally? Have you ever written a new version of your past story? One where you are the hero, not the victim. One of the most powerful mindset tools I've used is literally rewriting my story. Journaling from a new perspective helps you take back control and shift from feeling powerless to feeling empowered. Here's how it works. Choose a painful memory or pattern that just keeps repeating in your life and write about it in detail. Let it all out. What happened, how it felt, and what it meant to you. Then rewrite it. Start with the same scenario, but tell the story through the lens of wisdom, compassion, and growth. What did you learn? How did you survive? And what did that version of you need? This simple but profound practice helps you integrate your past instead of being haunted by it. It puts you in the role of the author, not the victim. That shift is at the heart of the personal growth journey. In my own life, I used to carry the belief that I was always either too much or not enough. I was constantly trying to shapeshift to be accepted. But through journaling, I realized those beliefs were rooted in misunderstanding, not the truth. I began to write a new story. I am enough. I am worthy, and I most certainly belong. You are not defined by your past reactions. You have the power to change your story. Every time you rewrite a painful memory with compassion, you heal another layer. This is the true magic of personal development. Create a response practice. Imagine if you had a go-to tool you could use every time you felt yourself about to spiral. This is where a response practice comes in. A simple, repeatable practice that helps you shift from reacting to responding in the moment. Here's a powerful one I use daily. Pause when you feel triggered. Just stop. Take a second. Breathe. Take 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and through the mouth. Identify the emotions that feel it. Ask yourself what you need in this moment. Choose a response that honors both you and the other person. This practice takes less than a minute, but it has saved me from countless arguments, self-sabotage, and emotional spiraling. You can customize your practice. Maybe yours will include a mantra like, I choose peace, or a physical grounding technique like tapping or placing your hand over your heart. These practices help build emotional intelligence that will allow you to make value-based decisions instead of fear-based ones. And when acted upon consistently, your brain begins to rewire. You create new neural pathways in the brain that support calm, clarity, and connection. So, start building your response practice today. Keep it simple and consistent. Over time, you will notice you respond with more grace and confidence, even in moments that used to knock you off your center. Surround yourself with stories that empower you. What if the reason you keep slipping into old patterns is because your environment keeps reminding you of who you used to be? We don't just rewrite our stories in isolation. We become who we surround ourselves with. This means being intentional about the media that you're observing, the people and messages that you are consuming. Your environment is always shaping you. Whether it's social media, relationships, or even music you listen to, everything has an influence. If you want to support your mindset shift and emotional resilience, you need to create an empowering environment for yourself. So start by curating what you expose yourself to. Follow people who inspire your growth, not comparison. Read books that uplift you and challenge you. Listen to podcasts and YouTube channels that support your personal development. Pay attention to the relationship in your life. Are the people around you rooting for your healing or reinforcing your old pain? Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is set boundaries with people who don't support the story you're writing. Surrounding yourself with empowering stories fuels your journey. It reminds you that you are not alone. It strengthens your beliefs that change is possible for you. You are the author of your story, but you're also the editor of your environment. Make choices that reflect the emotionally intelligent, resilient person that you're becoming. Every message you allow in your world is either watering your growth or draining your energy. Choose wisely. You have everything you need inside of you to go from surviving to thriving. This journey isn't about being perfect. It's about progress, intention, and learning to meet yourself with grace. So start with one step today and watch how your entire story begins to change. If this video spoke to you, be sure to like, comment, and share it with someone who may need to hear it today. And don't forget to subscribe for more content to support your personal journey. I know you got this. And always remember, you are not alone. So do go find your joy. And I'll see you in my next video. And thanks again so much for sharing time with me today.